us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm gonna go get a fan. I'll be right back. All right. Thank you for being patient. Hopefully I'll make it worth it. I needed a fan now. My anxiety is saying hello. And it's not because of nightmares. No, didn't have a nightmare. But I did have a dream that helped me figure everything out and why I'm so confused by so many things in my youth. And I figured it out and I know what happened and I'm not very happy. I'm not. I don't know if I forgot it. I don't know if it just was never told to me, but I figured it out. It wasn't just my parents that put me away. No, it was more divisive than that. Let's just say I have a very horrible older brother and some great friends. And right now, if I find any of them, I will end up in jail. Okay, so probably best keep my brother away from me for a very long time. I'm never speaking to that man again, ever. I'm cutting every single person out of my family, not including my mother and my stepdad. I'm not upset with it. God will reveal more to you and to us. That's what this is about. A vision for you. Sometimes it isn't going to be happy, joyous, free stuff. Sometimes it's going to be an epiphany as to why you who you are because you keep digging and digging and digging. But I needed my answer and I got it. And I was right. I was right. I can't believe the amount of gaslighting that went on in my family. Thank you, Oprah. Great job. Great job, Oprah. You're such an astute fucking bitch. All right, I'm done. I'm not going to go there. Okay. Let's get to some reading. I didn't even do introductions. I didn't do nothing. That's how. Okay, so I need to focus some so I can work on this stuff. I'm very upset. So welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'll be your host today. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. It'll be helpful. Yes, I will do okay. I'm not going to let this determine the rest of my day, but it is probably going to take a good portion of my day because I need to work through it. If I don't work through it, then I'm going to be fucked up. I'm going to go out and drink. And let's be honest, that's what they want. That's actually what they want from me. Because then they can have their drama back. I think they miss their drama. But wow, what a way to treat a child. Wow. My brain's like, who am I calling out first? And see, that's where I have to stop it, because there is no calling out today. I can't do that today. If I do that today, I'm gonna end up owing these people amends, and that ain't gonna happen. See how that works? See how I am delaying that. Okay, and I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it so that I don't have to do a ninth step. I don't ever want to owe these people an amends. No, ever. I did mine. I'm done. I'm not doing them again. So we're going to go to page 164. Since Dion is feeling so spiritually enlightened, I'm not mad at God. I'm not mad at AA. I'm not upset with any of you. Okay. Let's start with the beginning. Let's do the beginning of the chapter and then the end of the chapter. Does that work? All right. For most normal folks, drinking means conviviality, companionship, and colorful imagination. That's nice. It means release from care, boredom, and worry. It is the joyous intimacy with friends and a feeling that life is good. But not so with us in those last days of heavy drinking. The old pleasures were gone. They were but memories. I'm going to tell you something. Okay? When it comes to time and memories, okay, a memory isn't something didn't happen a long time ago. That didn't happen a long time ago. You have a memory of that. And memories are captures of times of things that were important in your life. Okay? Your brain takes photographs of these things all day long. And then we try and recapture those other moments by pulling up those pictures in our minds, and we just can't. And what are we trying to do here? We're trying to give ourselves dopamine we don't deserve. We're trying to give ourselves dopamine that we haven't earned, and we know this. So we drink more to avoid that feeling. Or at least I did. Or I would go more into myself, or I would isolate, or I would hide more. The old pleasures were, never could we recapture the great moments of the past. There was an insistent yearning to enjoy life as we once did, and the heartbreaking obsession that some new miracle of control would enable us to do it. There was always one more attempt and one more failure. You cannot experience something new twice. That is why you will never, ever find it again. Ever. Did the second time you rode the roller coaster feel the same as the first time? No, it did not. You knew what to expect. It was not new anymore. You'll never be able to find it. You have got to find new experiences in order to replace that. Because I'm going to tell you, it doesn't exist. It does not exist. It's gone. That's why it is so important that we alcoholics and people that have addictions understand that this is a day-to-time program. Day to time. If you have 1 foot in yesterday and 1 foot in tomorrow, you're pissing all over today. And that does you or nobody else any good. I could be doing that right now, couldn't I, with my situation? I would be thinking about what they did to me and what I'm going to do to them. That's putting 1 foot in yesterday and 1 foot in tomorrow. See how I said, no, I'm not doing that today. Today I will process. Those are internal boundaries that I have. Okay? Because at the same time, I'm not going to let other people disrupt what I need to do, like come on here and do this. Am I the same person? Yes. I'm still Dion. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. It's what I'm going to do with this that matters. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to tell the world. And it's going to piss off my family. Good. Then maybe you'll go work on your problems. Maybe you'll go work on your problem. Maybe you'll actually fucking do it. Okay. I think I'm going to need a 10th step today. Don't be sending me messages asking a 10th step. I can take care of my 10th step, please. So when I'm like this, I'm weird. Okay. It's anxiety. And then the PTSD starts to crop up. And when when that crops up, everybody's an enemy. And I can't help it. Yesterday, somebody said to me something, and I was just snappy. They're like, oh, Jelly Roll. I'm like, motherfucker, he doesn't do shit. And that's not what the guy was trying to say. And I was too judgmental. And so I did a 10th step, and we talked about it. Yeah, wasn't what I thought it was, right? Because I was reactive. Yeah. The less people tolerated us, the more we withdrew from society, from life itself, as we became subjects of King Alcohol, shivering denizens of his mad realm. The chilling vapor that is loneliness settled down. That happened to me when I was about 15. And it did not involve alcohol. Didn't need to. It didn't need to. See, I had already started drinking. That means that my alcoholism was progressing and I wasn't doing anything about it. Some of us sought out sordid places, hoping to find understanding, companionship, and approval. You have no idea where I ended up when I went out and ran away. I ran away from these places a lot. What were they going to do to me? There was no real repercussion. They were going to catch me eventually and put me back in a group home till I was 18. It didn't matter. I could run away as much as I want. Why? Because that was not illegal. You did not cop charges for running away. Okay? I was institutionalized, not jailed. Why do you think I know all this shit? I was institutionalized. I used to be able to walk circles around psychiatrists when I was 18. I remember once I was 16 years old and I was home for a couple months. She's like, you're going to go downtown and see this psychiatrist. And I said, the fuck I am. I ain't going down there. I don't want to see him. I don't want him. I ain't going to do it. She's like, yes, you are. And you're going to ride the bus too. Okay. Well, the bus was a long route. Oh, well, my parents didn't do that shit for me. They do it for all the rest of it. Okay, I need to calm down on that. And I went there, and I showed up, and I told them, I don't want to be here. I'm not willing to be helped, and I don't even want to fucking talk to you. What else you got to say? My mom was pissed because I manipulated him. You bet your ass I did. Okay, at 16. I knew what I was doing. I knew exactly what I was doing. At that point, I even knew that if somebody came up and said, you have a drinking problem, well, I'm not willing to work on it. Already. I can tell you what's happening right now. I'm flashing back. Okay? So thank you for being patient with me during this. You're all being very patient with me, and I appreciate that. Okay? But if I don't come on here and show you this side of me, you're not going to believe the other side of me. I'm doing this intentionally. I'm on here doing this intentionally. It's really hard to do. Because there could be people on here judging me. All these guys are talking me. But notice they don't. That's God. It means I'm saying the right things. Not all the right things. There are some things where Dion's coming out. Okay? But I'm trying. Some of us sought out sordid place. Momentarily we did. Then would come oblivion and the awful awakening to face the hideous four horsemen. Terror, bewilderment, frustration, despairs. Unhappy drinkers who read this will page will understand. They gave me a freaking horse. We went for a ride. We went for a ride to hell. We went to the gates of hell. We kicked them motherfucking gates open, and we went and partied. That's what I did. I sold my soul for a good time. Sold my soul for companionship. Gave myself away for approval. All right, now we're going to go to page 161. But life among Alcoholics Anonymous is more than attending gatherings and visiting hospitals. Oh, we're not, but okay, Dion, don't be cynical too. Okay, all right, no anger and cynicism. That will, no. Okay. So Dion's got to change his attitude right now. So give me a second, please. Yeah. All right. Okay. Cleaning up old scrapes, helping to settle family differences, explaining the disinherited son to his irate parents, lending money and securing jobs for each other when justified. These are everyday occurrences. No one is too discredited or sunk too low to be welcomed cordially. What cordially means, come on in. Let me take your coat. You want a cup of coffee? That's cordial. Offering, making somebody feel welcome when they come in a room. That's why when I do the 3:00 meeting on Mondays, I let people in early because I like to be like, hey, how you doing? Welcome. Because it makes them feel more welcome. I'm also making sure we don't have trolls. It's a double-sided thing. But really what I'm doing is I'm just welcoming these people in so that they're like, oh, they recognize me. And sometimes that's all we need. You ever been to a meeting where they say everybody's name and then, I'm Dion, I'm an alcoholic, and they accidentally miss you? It wasn't on purpose. We know that. But it still kind of hurts, doesn't it? So imagine being invited in. You go walking in, everybody around you fucking hates you. Everybody hates you. Telling you, you need to go in there. You need to do this and you need to do that because you're a bad, horrible person and we don't want you around us. To walk into a room going, hey, you need a cup of coffee? Do you need an ear to listen to? What do you need? Well, we don't do wants here. Okay? But let's find out what you need. Why don't you sit down for a little bit, maybe listen. Okay? And if listening's not your thing, then let's talk. Give the newcomer a chance to get that shit off of his chest, man. It will give him, is he dumping in the meeting? Yes. Okay? But I feel like the newcomer has a right to do that. I feel like they have earned their spot to finally sit in a place and dump it and feel better. Please give them that. Oh, but they went on for 10 minutes. Who gives a fuck? You've been in AA for 20 years. You've been using up 3 minutes every day for years. Give this man 10 minutes. It's not about you. And that's what we need to remember. That's what I was thinking about when I changed my attitude. Other people. Social distinctions, petty rivalries, and jealousies, these are laughed out of countenance. But are they anymore? I see these petty rivalries all over the place. Fortunately, I don't see them in the actual meetings. That's a good thing. That's progress. Okay? What does that mean? It means leave your bullshit at the door, man. Leave your bullshit at the door. It doesn't belong in a meeting. Not only that, if you're bullshitting, you already know everybody in that meeting knows you're lying. Okay? You can't bullshit a bullshitter. You just can't. You cannot bullshit me. I will know you're lying. Your eyes will tell me. Something will tell me. Probably my gut. Because, see, it won't match. It won't match. Logically, it just will not match for me. And that's when I go, well, that makes no sense. Therefore, it is bullshit. I'm sorry I didn't see that. I love you too, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that. Being wrecked in the same vessel, being restored and united under one God, with hearts and minds attuned to the welfare of others. The things which matter so much to some people no longer signify much to them. How could they? The drama, it goes away. Okay? Now, you hear me bring problems up here. There's a lot of it drama. Some of it is. Some of it, sure. Sure, there's, we do have emotions, right? But it's our reactions to those and what we know, right? What we know to be right, what we know to be correct. We got to ask ourselves very, very hard questions. Okay? I would have never figured all of this out if I didn't start asking myself very, very hard questions. I am brutally honest with myself sometimes. And I had to learn how not to be so mean to myself with that. Okay? But I wanted to find the truth. Okay? Did I know it was going to hurt? Yeah, I did. But I needed to know because it's bugging me. Okay? Should I have let it go? No. No. This was one thing I was to not let go. This wasn't a resentment. This is healing. I am uncomfortable because I am healing. Now that I know the truth, now that I actually figured it out because everybody else, they wouldn't talk to me about it. No wonder they won't do their 9th step with me. They feel guilty. And they can't, it's no wonder I've been feeling these feelings from my family. It is a sense of overwhelming guilt. And I'm like, why the fuck would they feel that way? Now I know. And it goes way back 30 years. 30 years. And these people are, my brother has a master's in psychology. Child psychology. So you fucking tell me. You tell me. Oh, my brother Scott, he's smart. He's very, very smart. He's smarter than me. I think he is. Okay. But I will pin his ass to a corner and beat the crap out of him, and he knows it. He knows it. See, that's the thing, is my family knows something. I'm dangerous. If I hit people, I've talked about this, and it's hard to talk about right now because I am uppity. So I'm not going to talk about it because it's really going to come across wrong. So, yeah. I talked about it the other day. You do, in a sense, need to be dangerous. It's called boundaries. They need to know not to mess with me. And then they don't. Okay, so now I'm going to go to page 164. Our book is meant to be suggestive only. Unless you want to live long. If you have a problem, this book isn't suggestive. We only make it suggestive so that you'll listen for a second. Okay? But if you've gone beyond the 3rd step, it's no longer suggestive. Just do the work. Because what does chapter 5 say? Rarely have we seen a person fail who's thoroughly followed our path. Suggest that. Suggest that. We realize we know only a little. They didn't know that much, but they knew enough. They knew enough to be able to get us sober, to keep us sober, and to be able to live happy lives. Fruitful lives. Lives that mean something. Right? God, this was where I was getting to today. God will constantly disclose more to you and to us. And that's what's been going on with me. I got a big old 2x4 last Monday upside the fucking head. And it rattled me. It was my EMDR. I finally did my EMDR on my actual nightmares. And I haven't had nightmares since. And I've been waking up a little bit better. So these are good things. But my brain doesn't know what to do with them. It's still confused. It doesn't know what to do. So when it gets to that point, it's like, then I just get angry because I'm a man. And that's our default. I'm trying to make serenity my default, but it takes a while to make that adjustment. Years. Please use the 2x4 line. Use it. I'm sure I stole it from somebody else. I've been using it a long time. I'm sure there's no original lines anymore. So, but God will constantly disclose more to you and to us. God has disclosed something to me. And now he's saying, okay, Dion, I have finally given you this information. What are you going to do about it? And it's a fantastic question. It's a great question. It's a great question. My mouth's moving a lot quicker than everything else. I'm not using my brain. No, not right now. It's my brain's not happy. So ask him in your morning meditation what you can do each day for the man who's still sick. The answers will come if your own house is in order. So therefore, if I go on the attack here, is my house in order? When I said earlier that I am not willing to make more amends, that's what we're talking about. I have to keep my side of the street clean. I have to keep my own house in order. Or guess what? I don't get any of it. Noonie, none. It's gone. Because my intentions are not in line with God's. And the moment that happens, I'm out of the sunlight of the Spirit. And then I'm in danger of drinking. Or actually what I'm really in danger of is old behavior, which is just as destructive as drinking. It's just as bad, if not worse. Why? Because you're sober. Because you don't have the fog of alcohol interfering anymore. But obviously you cannot transmit something you haven't got. I'm not even going to talk on that one today. I will just get mad. Okay, thank you. See to it that your relationship with is right, and great events will come to pass for you and countless others. This is a great fact for us. Abandon yourself to God as you understand God. Admit your faults to him and to your fellows. Clear away the wreckage of your past. Give freely of what you find and join us. We shall be with you in the fellowship of the Spirit, and you'll surely meet some of us as you trudge the road of happy destiny. May God bless you and keep you until then. Right? So how is it that you're going to meet some of them? You're going to meet them in the Spirit. Right? So here's the thing. AA is 88 years old. Well, that's only about 3-4 generations away. It's not actually that far, according to a human lifespan, right? 80 years about the end. Okay. So when you sit down with your sponsor and their book's all marked up and you do the 4-step, you're doing it the same way that Bill did. And therefore, you are in the fellowship of the Spirit. You're being Bill. You're being Bob. You're being Chuck. You're being Joe and Charlie. Okay? That's the neat thing behind it. Yeah. All right. I had some thinking to do. Not thinking. No, I'm not going to be thinking. I do have some decisions to make today. So, because of what has happened, I'm seeing a lot of things, and that's why I sound so confused, because there's a lot of things hitting my brain, and I'm just trying to sort them out. And it's still going to take me a little bit, but I'll be back. I'll be back to normal Dion. I don't even think I have found normal Dion yet. So, thank you everybody for being here. This was a tough one. This was tough. So, all right. Thank you. I love you. Peace out. And